Welcome to another XO Motorsports episode. We got a lot to show you and to talk about. But before we get started, please click that subscribe button at the bottom and let's get started. New York City is one of the most famous cities in the world. It's vibrant, diverse, and energetic with lots of Broadway shows, restaurants, shops, fashion, and even car shows. Yes, car shows. But today, New York City Concours Exhibit is featuring 30 rarely seen vintage cars and motorcycles on 72nd Street and Madison Avenue, with a very special look at the new 100% hypercar Hispano Suiza Carmen. Here to tell us more about this luxurious hypercar, this 100% electric vehicle, first time ever in New York City, is the CEO, Sergio Campos.
I'm Sergio, CEO of Hispano Suiza. Hispano Suiza was founded in 1904 for the Suquet families, fourth generation. Our president Miguel Suquet prolongs around with all the team. The Hispano Suiza Carmen, inspired in the old model, was produced in 1936, and all car continue the same DNA of the brand. It's the last technology is reliable, inspired in the old brands about Carmen Boulogne. The Carmen Boulogne is a special edition. It's a limited edition. It's a fully carbon, fully electric. It's the last technology, and it's a bespoke car. It's a special car because you can choose, design everything. The color, interiors, exteriors, the different models for driving. It's a special car for you. It's a little dream for you come true with Hispano Suiza. It's a special happy car because it's a life history brand. You can touch, you can live the special brand, bespoke, and all the last dreams come true for the Hispano Suiza Spanish brand. Thank you, XO Media TV.
Welcome y'all to another episode of XO Motorsports on XO Media TV, coming to you live from New York City. And you know, when we're doing something in New York City, it's always something big. So I am here with the legendary and famous and popular Maria Jannace. See, I said it right this time. The CEO of and founder of the New York City Concours and the Concours Fort Lauderdale, also the owner of Maxim Sports Management, and we are here live in New York City on Madison Avenue. So Maria, it's been a long time, very long time. The pandemic did a separation between the two of us from our last rooftop experience. What you've been doing, what's going on, what's happening here? I got a lot to say. Let's rekindle.
Let's rekindle. I kind of liked your line when you said that I shut down New York City and it wasn't for a crime.
Exactly. When you see police officers and cars and don't cross it, and a lot of people, you're like, what happened there? What happened there? And it's a crime scene? It's a car show.
A concours show.
And as we know, car shows bring people out. It's the diversity. It's people of all cultures, all races, all sexes. And it just brings family and friends together to talk about cars, experiences cars, and you know how we do. So, Maria, let us know what's going on.
Yeah, so you know my mission from when we met in 2019, BC.
It's been that long, 2019?
Yeah, before COVID. On the rooftop at Pier 17. The mission is to really reinvent the Concours model, to make it hip, and to introduce it to a more younger, diverse demographic, because these cars are amazing. They're works of art. They're rarely seen, and they shouldn't be hidden from people like us. And I really want to bring these in an experience, not just put them out for people to see, but celebrate the car and the motorcycle with and its convergence with pop culture, with music, with art, with fashion, and because it's about the experience. Everybody wants an experience now. They just don't want to go buy something. They want the experience around that purchase, whatever it is. We want to feel something. We want an energy. We want to be around like-minded people, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're bringing together. And you know, the car is a significant part of our history. I mean, it's a big part of our culture, but of society. I mean, it's part of the Industrial Revolution. Our lives changed because of the invention of the automobile. So celebrate it, you know, and there's a lot of people who don't want to have cars on the roads anymore. You know, so I don't want to see these end up in museums. I want to see them on the streets of Manhattan and enjoying them with our friends and family.
We have a epic vehicle here today. Give me and tell me about what this epic vehicle is.
Oh, the Hispano Suiza?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of epic vehicles here. Yeah, that is...
that main attraction.
That main attraction is off the charts. They have an incredible history. They have, you know, pre-war racing history that's unbelievable. And the new iteration of it is an electric hypercar. It's extraordinarily beautiful, and it's based off of their heritage and their legacy. It's the same family who started the car. I think it was in the early 20s. It's quite amazing to have them here, to have that that level of, you know, I say all the time, I don't wake up in the morning to be ordinary.
Right.
And I like to be around people and brands and that go to the next level, and that's Hispano Suiza.
Nice, nice. It's very impressive. I mean, you know, we've seen a lot. We've been at a lot of shows, and we've seen a lot of exotic and, you know, hypercars and supercars, but that one is a head turner. That's almost like a 360, kind of like, wait a minute, you know.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
I've heard some people say, "Is that a Prince car? Is that inspired by Prince?"
You
But
know what? I like it.
It's nice. It's different. It's really different. If you're a
And I
person that
love
wants to
Prince.
be different and just above the average, you know, that brings out personality.
And there's only 24 that are going to be made.
Very exclusive.
It's very exclusive, and they're doing a New York City edition, a one-off, based on the New York City Concours. So I'm incredibly honored for that.
What have you been doing, and how did the pandemic affect New York City Concours?
Well, yeah, we kind of lost our momentum. We did our inaugural event in 2019. I say BC because I'm so sick and tired of saying that word, COVID. But and yeah, everybody lost their momentum. Everybody was affected by this. But you know what? We tried to keep the culture alive with the Concours. Luckily, Fort Lauderdale, we started Fort Lauderdale because Florida was open throughout the whole COVID, so we went down there and did the same type of Concours party. And this year we wanted to be back on the rooftop, but the city isn't quite ready for that yet. And when I was invited by the Madison Avenue Business Improvement District to bring the show here, I said, you know what, absolutely, because it helps the city come back from COVID. And that's important. We need to get back together. We need to have, you know, together time, you know, the energy of people back together. So I'm happy to do it here. It's my city. I was born here. I grew up here. I live in this neighborhood. It kind of couldn't get better for me to be able to block off, you know, part of Upper East Side. And, you know, it's a glorious day. Look at this day.
Right.
It kind of can't get better day. This is a perfect weather day. It's amazing.
Wow. So it's a beautiful day in New York City. The street is shut down. A lot of people are out. If you notice, a lot of people are out cars out, cars from my generation. I don't say your generation, but
we've got pre-war all the way to
all the way,
current,
yeah.
20.
A few customs. I think there's a custom here.
Yeah, there's
original
an Emery,
classic.
There's an Emery Resto Mod 356 Porsche here.
Yeah,
which is,
and then I saw McLaren
yes.
and Lamborghini. You always got to have a Lamborghini. That's my favorite Lamborghini from Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
Everyone had that on their poster wall.
Yeah.
Cannonball Run. But what inspires you to do the event, more or less be in this car industry?
What inspires me is the fact that from a young girl, I loved cars. I loved the look of cars. I loved the sound of cars. I loved that my uncle and my father wrenched cars, and they included me on that, and it gave me a feeling of I was included in their life and in an important part of their life. And it's something that understanding how it works, also the freedom that a car gives you, when you're driving down the road and you're cranking your tunes, and I thought, why are cars now really kind of not attractive? They kind of all look the same, and we know why. It's it's aerodynamics, it's whatever. So I want to bring these back in view so that we can enjoy them. I mean, when you look at a tail light that is designed like that, it gives you a feeling. It makes you think. It's something different. It's not just getting in the car, turning it on, and going. To really appreciate the styling, to appreciate the sound of it, to appreciate the power, and just to share that with people, I think is a wonderful thing. And it's very difficult to put a show on in New York City, but I'm tenacious, and if it was easy, anybody could do it. And it's something that makes me, to be able to share this with other people, gives me the motivation to do it.
So Maria, a couple of things I want to know about Maria. What's your favorite car here first?
Ooh, favorite car here. I'm gonna have to say the Jaguar E-Type.
Okay. And then what is your favorite car on just overall? I mean, if you see it, it's like, whoo, it just stirs you up. I don't know if you have it already, if it's in your collection,
no.
What car do you physically like?
That's a tough one. I'm going to say probably the car that I learned to drive in, which was a 1959 Aston Martin, a DB4 Mark III. You don't see a lot of them, but at a car show, if I run into, it's rare that you do, it definitely melts my heart.
Yeah, Aston Martin is on my bucket list. I promised myself to own that.
Yeah.
So I'll go with the DB11.
Okay.
Yes.
I
need that.
There's a lot of, I drive an E30. I'm the original owner of 1989 BMW E30. I've had many cars in between, but it's my daily driver. I get people stop me every day.
Don't sleep on an E30.
Yeah, right, and they're like, beeping the horn, thumbs up. You know what? It's my daily driver. I drive it in Manhattan. It looks new. I take good care of it. But you know what? I don't have a real preference, but I gotta say today that Jaguar E-Type is, and the Countach. I gotta say the Countach has got something special for me too. So.
When you're in your.
And the red truck, the F1, the Ford.
Yes, that's a classic. That's a clean classic.
Yeah.
When you're in your E30 driving down the street highway, the West Side Highway, FDR, whatever it may be, wherever it may be, even New Jersey, 95, south or north. Oops. Bloopers are while we're live. You gotta love New York City. No, I don't see no camera. When you're on the highway and you're driving, and you reach for your radio, here we go again. That is what we call live, coming to you live.
Baby. That's live. Thank you.
When you're driving and you reach for your stereo, your iPod, your Bluetooth, what is the first thing you playing? What could a passenger hear when you're in your car?
I don't have Bluetooth in my car. I usually, if it's on a long trip, it's a lot. I like Rihanna. I'm big on Rihanna and little Bruno Mars. We mentioned Prince earlier. Sometimes a little Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nowadays I'm into Lizzo.
Okay.
I like Dua Lipa. I'm playing a lot of Dua Lipa, and I'm
Okay.
singing at the top of my lungs in my car now. Yeah.
Music is inspirational, and it brings out a different level for everybody.
Yeah.
Be it love, sad, happy, romantic, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
When you close a deal, and you get a vendor to say you could use that here as a venue and so forth. I know you're pumped up, you're excited.
Yeah.
What's the music that you're playing?
I usually go hard on Earth, Wind and Fire, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
High energy.
high energy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been exciting to see you again. It's exciting to see another major event. And you shutting it down. You bringing all the tools, all the guns, all the cards in. I'm all in. It's a major event. It's not like a straddle of people, but it's a group, a large group of people. There's a lot of events going on in Manhattan. You're one of them.
Yes.
And again, as they say, if you're going to do something big, when you bring it to New York City, it's going to get the attention.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
XL Media TV is here to cover it, to see it, to be a part of it. We've been part of another event, and hopefully we could come to your
Absolutely.
Florida
Come
events.
to Fort Lauderdale,
Oh my
Concours.
goodness.
Come on, October 28th. Come on down to Fort Lauderdale.
So, what could we expect in the future? Well, we're not pretty close to 2000,
We're going to go back to the rooftop.
the end of 2022. But what can we look forward for?
We're going to go back to the rooftop of Pier 17. We're going to bring the sneakers back, the collectible sneakers, and fine art and pop art, the music. We're going back to the original plan for sure, which we do in Fort Lauderdale, the same thing. So we're a month away from that. So we're going to keep that same brand where we're, it's a concours, but it's celebrating everything pop culture along with it.
Nice. Well, there you have it. Coming to you live, XL Media TV with Maria Jannace in New York City, coming to you live in Manhattan on Madison Avenue at another New York City Concours event. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. We look forward to seeing and being with you guys again. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for checking out our video. Please click the subscribe button. Stay tuned. We got a lot more videos coming up, and we are looking forward to seeing you at the next event. Coming to you live, XO Motorsports on XO Media TV.